Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you have bad credit and you still want to get into American Express and you want to get a credit card from American Express with bad credit, well, I'm going to tell you the easiest credit cards you should go for. I'm going to tell you the easiest way to get access to that card. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you a co-branded card that's associated with American Express, but it's better than any American Express card. All right. So here's the situation. For most people, when they have bad credit, they feel that they do not have a chance with American Express. Now, the only way you do not have a chance with American Express, even when you have bad credit, is if you had an American Express card in the past and you filed bankruptcy on it, or you had an American Express and it went into charge-off status. Okay, so when that happens, if it goes into charge-off status, American Express will not give you a card. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't get access to other American Express affiliated cards, but directly with American Express, you would not be able to. Okay, now sometimes if you pay the American Express card off, then they may give you a reconsideration. All right, but that doesn't always happen. All right, now that being said, here's the thing about it. When it's trying to build a relationship with American Express, when you have bad credit, one of the best things you can do is open up an American Express business checking account. Okay, now the reason I'm saying business checking account, because if you don't have an American Express personal credit card, you cannot open up an American Express personal checking account. All right, so that's the reason why I'm telling you to do this. All right, so that's number one. All right, number two is in terms of American Express, they do reflect more or less on the income. All right, the stronger the income, the better the opportunity. Now, also in terms of what I mean by the income, you can get an American Express card if you don't work a regular job. Okay, so if you don't have a job, however, you are an entrepreneur, you do 1099 type of work or whatever, you can still get an American Express card. And a lot of people are not aware of this. Now, here's the thing about it. Here's some key things so you can get higher limits directly with the American Express. All right. So one, if you have like say that you're receiving retirement benefits, so your retirement benefits plus whatever in your 401k. So they look at all income across the board. So you may be may be receiving child support. You may be receiving alimony. So they accept those as income sources. All right. So don't think that because you don't have a regular W-2 job that you cannot get an American Express card. That's not true. Now, going back to why I said you should start with American Express business checking account. As a matter of fact, you should register a business. You don't have to, but I think you'll have better leverage if you register a business, open up a business checking account. Okay. Then number two is adding authorized users. Okay. If you have someone, like we offer authorized users, right? And we have a long history with American Express. So by you being added on as an authorized user, then you have a higher chance of being approved, even if you have a lower credit score. All right. Because that authorized user, since it's an internal authorized user, normally American Express, okay, they're going to pull a FICO 8 scoring, okay, and usually they will not count authorized users, except when it's one of their authorized users, because it comes from in-house. Then they look at the relationship of the owner of that authorized user, and they will accept that. All right. So that's how you get in with them. All right. And by you doing that, having a business checking account, adding an authorized user, this will help you get approved. Now, the easiest cards that you want to go for with American Express, many people, they're chasing the American Express Gold card and they're chasing the American Express Platinum card. Those are charge cards, and ain't nothing wrong with those. However, if you want your highest chance of approval, you want to go with their co-partnered card with Delta Sky Miles or with their Delta Gold. All right. Those are going to be especially when you have bad credit and you're building a relationship, those are going to give you your highest chance of approval. All right. So many people are not aware of it. It's just certain cards. Now, the reason why I would, even if I had good credit, I probably would not be chasing the American Express Platinum or the Gold. The reason is because they are charge cards. All right. And there's something else I want to add to this. Please keep in mind, you have 5 revolving cards with American Express. Okay. Now, here's the thing about it with American Express. If you use a business checking, a personal checking account with them, then what they will do, they will count that against you also. So you'll only receive 4 revolving credit cards. Now, you can have multiple charge cards, but when it comes to the revolving, since there's only 5, if you have a personal or business checking account or savings account, they will count that against you. So you'll only qualify for just 4 of their revolving checking accounts. All right. So that's something you also have to remember. Now, here's the thing about it. Do you have to go through American Express to get an American Express card? No. And the reason I say that, because American Express has some co-partner cards or financial institutions that use their logo, I should say. And what I mean by that is that there are credit unions as well as banks out there that use the American Express logo. Okay. And those cards are good. However, those will not have an influence directly with American Express itself. Okay, so let's just say that you had the Navy Federal American Express, and let's just say you had defaulted on that American Express with Navy Federal. That does not disqualify you to get a regular American Express card. Okay, so you still have open opportunity to still get an American Express card. Now, in terms of when you have bad credit and you want an American Express card, of course, Navy Federal would probably be one of your top tier. The reason is because they look at their relationship and their internal score to determine if they're going to give you an unsecured card when you have bad credit. Okay. And so they do offer the American Express credit card. All right. That saves you on a lot of things or whatever. However, the thing about it with the American Express with Navy Federal, all right, people don't know this. When you have that card, you cannot liquidate that card. You have to have the Navy Federal Visa or MasterCard if you want to liquidate. But however, the American Express Navy Federal, you cannot liquidate the card. All right. It's a good card. Like I said, and when you have bad credit, because you can get the card with bad credit, but you just cannot liquidate it. All right. That's something you have to understand. Now, next American Express card you may want to consider is Macy's American Express card. Now, why Macy's American Express card? With the Macy's Express card, it's issued through Citibank. Okay, and so then that way you're building a relationship with Citibank, and the minimum score usually is about a 600 for this card, and they pull Experian. Now, here's the thing about it with the Macy's American Express, you can actually liquidate that card. And the way that you would liquidate that card, you can actually buy gift cards with that Macy's card. You can buy the Visa and MasterCard gift cards with that Macy's American Express. But just keep in mind, when you're buying those gift cards, make sure that you're buying like a clothing item along with those gift cards. So it can be like a direct purchase transaction instead of like a cash transaction. Okay? Because if it shows up as a cash transaction, they will flag your account and they may close your account down. All right. So you have to be very careful with that one. All right. Now, the best one, if you're going to want to have an American Express card with the American Express logo on it, the best co-partner card is with USAA. And the reason is this USAA American Express card is better than their regular American Express cards. And here's the reason why. With theirs, they actually give you convenience checks that you can actually liquidate the card. And they give you 0% interest up to 15 months. Okay? 0% interest on purchase and balance transfer up to 15 months. Plus, they allow you to liquidate it. Now, with USAA, they may use your Experian Mortgage 2 score. For those of you that don't know what your Mortgage 2 score, you can click the link in the description, get your see your real credit report, and schedule a one-on-one consultation. I will tell you that so I can actually teach you how to read your real credit report, okay? Because that way you probably have more advantages than you think, because a lot of people assume because they have a low FICO 8 score that their FICO 9 or as well as their mortgage scores are too low for them to qualify. And that may not be the case, because even in reference to your Vantage scores, you may have opportunity even though your FICO 8 scores are low. All right. So that's something to consider. Then you also have the Bread American Express card. It pulls Experian FICO 8. All right. So that's a good card to have. All right. Then let's just say you have a business, you want to use your EIN number, then Amazon, the Amazon Prime American Express card is through American Express. Okay. And so again, using the backdoor strategy or open a business credit card, then adding an authorized user, again, I would consider these other credit cards that will allow me to liquidate the cards without red flagging me. So if you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.